All right, this Sunday, Eastern Market will be transformed into Blues Street with free live music, performances, and the finest bourbons made in Michigan. It's all to support the Detroit Bourbon and Blues Festival. Here's a sneak peek for you. All right, the festival is going to be a night to remember, so make sure you mark your calendars for August 27th. Here with us is the event director, Richard Zamola, Drunken Rooster chef Hassan, and of course, with the Detroit Distillery, we have Mike Forsyth here with us. Thank you for joining us, fellas.
Of course, anytime.
All right, so you got quite the spread. This is an exciting event. We'll start with you. What is this going to be about?
So Detroit Bourbon and Blues is really where we're going to feature a lot of the uniquely American spirits and crafts that we have, which are bourbon and blues. So we're looking to have over 100 different whiskeys for people to taste during our tasting experience and live blues music in our festival area.
All right, we got plenty of food that's going to be there as well.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm the Drunken Rooster, Hassan. We're gonna have a ton of different flavors of Mexican street corn. We do it every festival. We've got our loaded za'atar fries, pork shawarma tacos, our green chili chicken taco. We're going to have a bunch of different options, and yeah, it's going to be a great event.
All right, I got to try some street corn when I was living in Dallas, so I know how good that is. It's just one of the draws here for the event.
Absolutely.
And we know that bourbon is obviously a big part of this as well. Talk to us about that.
Sure. So bourbon's in the name, right? Detroit City Distillery down at Eastern Market. So pumped for this, Richard and team. You know, Eastern Market's such a vibrant place. Bringing bourbon and blues and big parties like this only adds to it. So we'll be making up some cocktails. We'll be pouring some bourbon. I'm actually going to do a couple for you right now.
Okay,
is that cool?
Go ahead, sure.
So my favorite, bourbon in a glass.
Okay, to the point.
There'll be a lot of that at the event. So this is our Butcher's Cut bourbon. Double gold, World Spirits Competition back to back these past couple years. And then we're doing this bluesy brunch. And so we made up a cocktail called the Sunday Sinner. So I'm going to make you one of those too. Featuring our bourbon, strawberry watermelon simple, little grapefruit, and a little bit of Angostura bitters. So a little preview of what's to come here Sunday for brunch as well. So yeah, you got to start the day off right.
Yeah, those look good. And Richard, I imagine a lot of planning goes into this and making sure that this is a fun celebration for everyone. What has that process been like so far?
Yeah, it's been actually a ton of fun and just a great reception from Detroit City Distillery, from all of the distilleries that we seem to be connecting with here in Michigan. And that's one of the things I'm most excited about, is that we're featuring a lot of Michigan distilleries. 90% of our tasting tables will be a Michigan distiller. So just a great reception so far, and we can't wait to see how it's going to turn out on the day of.
Okay, and then there's going to be some food trucks out there as well,
Absolutely.
Right? And this is a great way also just to showcase some of the local shops that people may not know of those restaurants and those food trucks.
Yeah, it's nice too, because there's a Sunday market at the Eastern Market, so there's going to be a lot of vendors out besides our festival, so people will be able to come enjoy the food, and they'll be able to do a little bit of shopping as well while they're all boozed up, So
Yeah.
I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Seems like a good pairing.
Absolutely.
And we know, Mike, every time you come around, there's
Yeah.
a big celebration. You always have a good party.
We
Are
do.
there going to be some tastings available as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll be open as we always are on Sunday, but at the event we're going to be pouring, some of the staples, but we'll probably bring out a few special things too. That's kind of, we always like to come with a surprise to the party. So we'll have our Butcher's Cut bourbon. We'll have our homegrown rye. I know it's a bourbon fest, but the rye is my personal favorite. When football gets here, it's rye season for me. And then the new kid on the block, 4-grain bourbon. We'll have some barrel strength stuff. We'll have some different barrel finishes too. So yeah, expect a big showing from us. We'll be tasting stuff you can't usually taste at the tasting room.
And just in general, besides the overall celebration, guys, this does seem like a great opportunity to showcase local, even with the Detroit-made bourbon that we have there, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And distilling bourbon is an art. Blues is an art. You have great culinary arts going to be on display there. So just a great overall event to kind of showcase, something that's uniquely Detroit. but on the national scale. So we're pumped for it.
Yeah, pumped for the bourbon, also for the blues. Who are some of the performers that we have out there?
Yeah, so this year we have an amazing set list of talent. We start out the day with Nisi, followed up by Miller and the Other Sinners, and then our headliner is Larry McCrae, who last year won the 2022 Best Blues Album of the Year. So we're very fortunate to get such a great talent, based here in Michigan too. So it's another just example of how we're really trying to look local and put that on display.
Yeah, Detroit is so known for its culture, its music, its food. You brought some great foods with you. Which of these is your favorite?
The pork shawarma taco is our flagship taco. It's absolutely delicious. And then I do love the Mexican street corn. It's fresh Michigan corn. They're out picking it every day. So right now you're not going to get a sweeter corn in the area. So I would say those are my two favorite. And then the loaded fries, it's absolutely delicious, but it's going to put you down.
Yeah.
If you have that loaded fries with some bourbon, you'll be ready for a nap.
So I was just going to ask you, for people who go through this for the first time, how do you go through this process and not just get full right away? What's your recommendation?
I usually recommend them a couple tacos and a fry, or just a loaded fry with maybe a Mexican street corn. Yeah. I don't want them to order the whole menu and then go home ready for a nap.
Yeah, don't go crazy. It's just a tasting, right? Ticket information. How do we go through that?
Yeah, so to get tickets, you can you can go right to our website, DetroitBourbonandBlues.com. And with the tasting, with general admission, you get 10 tasting tickets. If you go for our VIP Bluesy Brunch, which we have alluded to a little bit here, Detroit City Distillery will be our sponsors for that. That comes with 15 tasting tickets. And of course, if you need more tickets, there are more available. And then in our Blues Fest area, we'll have drinks available as well. Eastern Market Brewing will be there with some of their beers, and then we'll also have some batch cocktails that are available for everyone.
Awesome, and the distillery will be there, of course, mixing up everything for them, or just pouring it into the glass, whichever they want, right?
Definitely some of both.
Definitely some of both.
So
right.
yeah, excited to do this one on the home court, and can't wait for Sunday.
All right, gentlemen, thank you again so much for coming. We appreciate it. We'll have the information for you on our website, cbsdetroit.com.